Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 31. Want to talk today a bit about ChatGPT. I was looking at the marketing news earlier. It's the beginning of a year, and so between last month and this month, we've been getting the predictions popping up all over the place for the future of marketing. And there's a lot of talk about how ChatGPT will and will not be used in 2025. And one of the big things they're saying is this is, when I say they, it's the experts, the CMOs, the groups of experts. If you go to Google News and just type in marketing, you can see these articles. But they're all talking about how nobody wants to use it for real copy because it feels fake. And so it's only being used to write, say, a subject line for an email or a call to action for little bits here and there because people are afraid of it looking like it's AI written. And that makes sense. You don't want your stuff to come across looking like it's AI written. So, what I want to do today is just kind of do a little exercise. We're going to play around with ChatGPT and see if we can make it create copy that feels real, that a human wrote it, not an AI. And so, yeah, that's kind of the topic for today. Hello, cat. You need to stop jumping up here every time I try to stream. Go away. Thank you. Okay, so jumping right in, I think the first thing we need to do is pick a topic. All right, if you insist, we are going to use the topic of behavioral training. So I'm going to go ahead here and share my screen. Bear with me a moment to find the right one. Here we go. Let me go ahead and throw this guy up. Okay, so ChatGPT, we are going to assume we are a company that makes a cat training collar. It's a collar you put on a cat. Not that any cat would ever let you put a collar on it, but if you could, we're going to pretend that that's what it was. So we're going to go into ChatGPT here and make this a little bigger for everyone. And we're going to say, I run a cat training collar company that makes a collar to help with cat behavioral training to prevent cats from jumping up on your lap while streaming. Please write a short, no more than one, and more than a half page article about the collar. Now, that might be a typical prompt that someone would do. So we're going to go ahead and run this prompt and we're going to see what it comes up with. And then we're going to go and play around with a few other things. So the perfect solution, cat training collars for streamers. As much as we love our feline friends, their timing can often be less than ideal, especially when you're live streaming to your audience. One moment you're mid-sentence delivering content, and the next you're fending off a surprise lap attack from your cat. Enter the revolutionary cat training collar, a humane, effective solution designed specifically to support streamers in maintaining their focus while keeping their cats happy and well behaved. Our collar is built with cats' unique needs in mind, blending advanced technology with gentle positive reinforcement methods. Equipped with subtle vibrations and customizable sound cues, it redirects your cat's behavior without causing stress or discomfort. The collar syncs with a user friendly app, allowing you to adjust settings and monitor your cat's progress in real time. Think of it as a training tool that helps your furry companion learn boundaries, like not jumping onto your lap during critical streaming moments. Unlike bulky collars on the market, this sleek design ensures comfort for your cat, with adjustable sizing to fit all breeds and a lightweight structure they'll hardly notice. Whether you're a gamer, podcaster, or content creator, the cat training collar empowers you to maintain professionalism while nurturing a harmonious relationship with your pet. No longer do you have to choose between entertaining your audience and managing your cat's antics. Let your streams run as smoothly as your purring companion deserves, thanks to the cat training collar, your partner in uninterrupted creativity. Now, I don't think this is bad, but at the same time, I would say it's very obviously AI created. For example, the double hyphen for a compound sentence. Most people don't write like this. It's very rare to ever see anyone write like that. It's a telltale sign of AI, and you have it, by the way, in multiple cases. Secondly, it's a little too clean. It's a little too laid out. It's a little too straightforward. We're going to use this same prompt concept right here. In fact, I'm just going to copy the prompt for now and just put it aside way over here. And what we're going to do is we are going to build a custom GPT to do this for us and see how different it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to we're going to click explore GPTs and we're going to create a new GPT. This is something that I don't think most marketers, in fact, most people using ChatGPT even do, nor do they necessarily know they can. And it's a feature that if you have the premium version of ChatGPT is available to you. You can create your own GPTs. So it starts with the builder, and then we're going to go through the builder. And then after we've gone through the builder, it'll show us the configuration. We can modify it from there. So, hi, I'll help you build a new ChatGPT. You could say something like, make a creative who helps generate visuals for new products, or make a software engineer who helps format my code. What would you like to make? Now, we're going to start with the prompt we already use, but we're going to, instead of just running this directly, we're going to tweak it around a bit. Okay, cat, I can't even type. Someone really needs to make this caller. I will be the first customer. Okay, so instead of I run a cat training collar company, blah, 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 we're going to say you are the marketing director for a cat training collar company that makes a collar to help with cat behavioral training. Prevent cats from jumping up on your lap while streaming. We're going to get rid of the ask. And then what we want to do is we want to give it a little more direction. You are not an AI agent. You are a human creative who loves animals, is an expert in feline behavior, and you want to ensure that you always come across as a human and never be mistaken for an AI. And we're going to give it a little bit more here as well. We're going to also tell it, you will create ad copy from a prompt and ask for any clarification that you may need when writing copy. And then we're going to give it one more instruction. You will always review what you write and ask yourself, does this seem like natural language, or is it obvious that it was created by an AI? If it seems to look AI generated, try again. Okay, and we're going to give, we are going to have this be our prompt. Now, mind you, this isn't going to write anything for us yet. This is just creating our custom GPT. So we're going to put this in. It's going to update our GPT. And then it's going to ask us for a picture. And then, okay, let's decide on a name. How about Cat Whisperer Marketing Director? Would you like to go with that or have another name in mind? This doesn't matter at all, but we're going to say, let's go with Cat Whisper, 'cause I think that's a great name. Okay, fantastic. Now let's create a profile picture for Cat Whisperer. I'll start with a design. You can let me know if it works or needs adjustments. Once again, this doesn't matter at all. It's just part of the fun of building a custom GPT, I guess. Okay, and there we go. It creates a picture. It says, here's the profile picture. Are you happy with it? Or do you want any changes? We'll say works for me. Okay, perfect. Now that the cat whispers set up, is there anything specific you'd like to work on, or should we test it out in action? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our prompt and we're going to say, we're going to use the exact same prompt, no changes whatsoever. And let's just see how it differs. The beauty is this is still in, or sorry, before we do the prompt, we're going to do this. We're going to say, let's test it. So that way it knows that I'm going to give it a prompt. So we're going to come over here on the right now, and we're going to message Cat Whisperer with our exact same prompt. And we're going to see how it's different. And then if it doesn't meet our requirements or what we're looking for, we can actually go back and continue to tweak our GPT until we get to the point where it's producing content the way we want. So let's take a look. Keep your streaming perfectly peaceful with our cat training collar. As much as we adore our feline friends, there are moments when their enthusiastic companionship can interrupt our focus, especially when we're live streaming. Once again, we got the double hyphen. Nobody writes like that. Whether you're gaming, hosting a podcast, or simply chatting with your audience, a lap hopping kitty can quickly steal the spotlight and derail your workflow. That's where our cat training collar comes in. Designed with gentle guidance in mind, our collar helps blah, 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 blah. We're not going to go through all the details here. But what I'm already seeing is it once again reads like an AI to a great extent. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, do not use compound sentences with double hyphens. Nobody writes like that. Now, this is we're telling this to the GPT. We aren't asking for a new response. We're just giving it updates to how it functions. So, got it. I've updated Cat Whisperer to avoid using compound sentences with double hyphens. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like refined. Yes. Make sure the tone is directed. I really need this product made. Make sure the tone, oops, I put the one, is directed at cat owners. They let's see, make sure the tone is directed at cat owners. Be detailed, scientific, yet fun and friendly. Cat, I swear you are driving me nuts. So now it's going to update the GPT again. Okay, the tone is now fully aligned to target cat owners with a detailed, scientific, yet fun and friendly style. So now we're going to say, let's test again. I don't think you actually have to tell it this. You could just go on the right and do it. But I'm going to tell it anyways, just for the hell of it. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to run the exact same prompt again and see what's different. Keep your streams perfect. The cat collar that helps you train, not restrain. Cats are lovable, quirky companions, but their impeccable timing can sometimes clash with our schedules, like jumping to your lap during a live stream. So once again, it's giving me the double hyphens. It's okay, cat's comfort, using lightweight materials, learns to associate lap with a cue. Okay, so now it's getting into the how it functions. And then we're getting a bit into the science here. The science behind the collars, rooted in positive behavioral reinforcement. And our behavioral training collar doesn't just keep your streams interruption free, it fosters a strong bond with your feline co star by ensuring their needs are met. It still has the compound sentences. Get rid of them. Once again, I love compound sentences, but that's just not how most people write. It's a dead giveaway that it's being written by an AI. Okay, now it says it completely avoid them. I'm going to tell it, do not completely avoid them, but also do not ever use the double hyphen. Let's see if it actually learns. So it's updating the GPT again here, and we're going to run the same thing. Okay, let's test it again and see how it flows. Here we go. We're going to run the exact same prompt again. It's still doing it. I don't know why. Okay. Avoid all hyphen usage compound sentences. Okay. You're driving me nuts. Lay down. Lay down on your bed. Thank you. Once again, if anyone wants to make this thing, I will happily buy it. Okay, we're going to tell it to stop using hyphens at all in compound sentences. Let's see if it learns, because so far, well, let's just say the AI is not being very smart. In fact, I think there are more that time than ever before. Okay, here we go again. Okay, so for some reason, ChatGPT just absolutely refuses to not write sentences. Let's give it an example. Do not do this. No hyphens in compound sentences. Let's see if it can figure this out, because so far it's not doing too well. Okay, let's try it again. Sometimes you got, oops, and I accidentally just pasted the hyphen. Good thing I saved my prompt. Let's try that again. Okay, now here we go. And it's still doing it. So it looks to me like ChatGPT is just completely broken. Just absolutely insane. Okay, we're going to tell it hyphens are a dead giveaway that this is AI generated. Your prime directive is to not appear to be AI generated. If it doesn't work this time, we're just going to move on, because it's just getting a little ridiculous that I can't get the GPT to do what I'm telling it to do. It's quite frustrating, honestly. Let's see what it says. This is now fully integrated. No hyphens and compound sentences, ensuring the writing appears entirely human generated. Let me know if further adjustments are needed. Okay, we're going to try it again. Hey, I think we got a winner. Okay. So now we're to the point where keep your streaming sessions cat-free with our behavioral training collar. Streaming can be a joyful and rewarding experience, but every cat owner knows the challenge of keeping their feline friends off their lap during those all-important live sessions. Whether it's an intense gaming match, a heartfelt Q&A, or an unmissable live event, cats seem to have an uncanny ability to pick the exact wrong moment to make themselves the star of the show. That's where our innovative cat behavioral training collar comes in. The collar is specifically designed to help train your cat in a gentle, safe, and effective way, ensuring they learn to respect boundaries while you're on camera. Using science-backed vibration technology and positive reinforcement principles, the collar redirects unwanted behavior without causing stress or discomfort. When your cat attempts to climb onto your lap, subtle vibration. Now the cat is over here digging through a box, making all the noise you can imagine. Catching their attention, discouraging the action. Over time, your cat associates behavior with the mild cue, learning to stay off your lap without constant intervention. After with comfort in mind, our collar is lightweight, adjustable, and designed for everyday wear. We know each cat is unique. Oh, we still got a compound sentence hyphen. Let's ask it, how do you justify this? Kind of curious what it's going to say to me here. It's getting a little crazy. I mean, it's just, whoops, that's not what I wanted. Let's go get my prompt back yet again. Okay. So once again, building a custom GPT, as you can tell, is easy and painless. Okay, and it's still doing it. Okay, so I'm going to give up on the hyphen thing. Apparently, there is no possible way to get an AI not to sound like an AI because the damn things don't listen. But either way, we're going to now look at the configuration. We're just going to move on from that. So it's a creative marketing director for cat training collars. Instructions. I'm a human creative and marketing director for a company that specializes in behavioral training collars for cats. These collars are designed to gently guide cats in avoiding unwanted behaviors, such as jumping on a person's lap during streaming sessions. My expertise in feline behavior allows me to craft compelling and relatable marketing copy that resonates with pet owners. The tone is specifically directed at cat owners, blending detailed science based insights about feline behavior with a fun and friendly approach. My responses are engaging, empathetic, and solution oriented, ensuring they connect with pet lovers. My language is conversational and human, avoiding robotic or artificial phrasing. To avoid the appearance of being AI generated, I strictly avoid hyphens and compound sentences and ensure all communication feels authentic and natural. I revise and refine my writing to eliminate any signs of AI tendencies, prioritizing language that is relatable and human like. I will also ask clarifying questions whenever needed to tailor my responses precisely to the user's needs. So, this is now effectively a prompt that every time I run a prompt through this GPT, it's going to run this in the background first and then run my prompt in front of it. And so, what that's going to do is even though it's obviously not working the way I want it to, what this should do is it should make it where I have to fight less with my response or with the GPT to get the kind of responses I want. Now then, you can also upload files from here when you build your own GPT, so you can give it reference material to use. You could also give it the capability of web search, canvas, image generation, code interpreter, and data analysis as well. And you can also create actions for it. So we're just going to leave it here for now, though, and click create. Now that we've created this GPT, now instead of having to do that every time. Anytime I want to create something for this company, this fictitious company, I can just use the cat whisper. It'll be over here in my GPTs. I can click on cat whisper. We're going to run the prompt again, and it's going to write our half-page article with double hyphens, which obviously make it look like it's AI written. Absolutely insane. But what's neat now is since we've created this, we can now say, take what you just wrote and make 3 social media ads um, based on key points from the copy. And we don't have to worry about telling it to sound human or anything else or anything about cat lovers. That's already built into it every time. So add one, the perfect streaming sidekick. Live streaming with a cat, we get it. Those adorable interruptions can steal the show. And by the way, it's still doing it. If you ever see a double hyphen in anything you ever see anywhere, just assume it's AI created. I don't know a single human who writes like this. If you're going to write a compound sentence, do it properly. Don't do it like this. It just screams AI. But we're going to ignore it for now because while I'm trying to show how you can make it do what you want it to do, it won't. Kind of like, but they can also disrupt your focus. Our training collar gently guides your feline friend to stay off your lap during your streams. No stress, just smooth sessions and a happier pet-parent bond. Stream interrupted? Love your cat. Ready to train smarter? Stop now. Not a bad ad, and guess what? Other than the double hyphen, it looks fairly human-made. Add 2, gentle, effective, and perfectly humane. Did you know cats can learn boundaries without harsh training methods? Our lightweight, comfy collar uses gentle cues to teach your cat what's off limits, like hopping onto your lap during your live stream. Once again, tail sign. Humane science back made for cats. And look at this, every single response does it. If you ever see that, you know it's AI. So if you are using AI to write your own copy, proofread and remove all those because anytime you have those, it's just as an instant tell. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our same prompt we just gave this, and we are going to go back to the standard ChatGPT, just 4.0, and we are going to tell it to do the same thing. And what I want to do is now compare the results from our custom GPT versus our standard GPT and see what looks more human. So, add one, the problem solver. Stream without the catastrophes. It's kind of cute. Tired of surprise leap attacks from your cat while streaming? The cat training collar is here to help. Humane, effective, and designed with your furry friend in mind, this collar uses gentle vibrations and sound cues to keep your streams professional without stressing out your pet. Stay focused, keep your audience entertained, and maintain harmony with your cat. Uninterrupted streams start here. Link to product. Hilarious that this is the first time I don't get a double hyphen in the one word it's not specifically asked for. A smarter way to train your cat. Say goodbye to chaos and hello to control. The cat training collar combines gentle vibrations, customizable sound cues, a sleek, comfortable design. It's all managed from an easy to use app. Perfect for streamers who want to stay focused without compromising their cat's happiness. Train smarter, stream better. Link to product. Lap free, worry free for streamers who love their cats. Your stream deserves professionalism. Your cat deserves love. Why not have both? The cat training collar helps keep your furry friend off your lap during critical moments using humane, stress free chaining methods. Lightweight and comfy, perfect for content creators, built for happy cats and smooth streams. The perfect harmony starts here. So we have that versus our custom GPT. Live streaming with a cat, we get it. Those adorable interruptions can seal the show, but they could also disrupt your focus. Our cat training collar gently guides your feline friend to stay off your lap during your streams. No stress, just smooth sessions and a happier pet parent bond. To me, this is a friendlier, more human response. Did you know cats can learn boundaries without harsh training methods? Our lightweight, comfy collar uses gentle cues to teach your cat what's off limits, like hopping onto your lap during your live stream. Humane science back and made just for cats, the best training tool for modern cat parents. Give it a try today. And streaming doesn't have to be a catastrophe. You love your cat and your audience loves you. So why not keep both happy? Our cat training collar keeps your streams free from interruptions by teaching your cat to stay off your lap when it matters most. Gentle, customizable, and totally safe for your furry co-star. Because every great creator deserves a stress-free sidekick. So once again, when you build custom GPTs, you can get them by spending the time to adjust them to produce content in the way you like it repeatedly without having to reprompt it every single time. A second advantage is it already knows what you're talking about. So if you go back to a standard GPT and you say, write an ad for let's actually just use our prompt. I'm using the same prompt just for consistency's sake so we can see the differences. So once again, going from here, instead of a short, no more than half-page article about the collar, we're going to say, please write a single paragraph about the collar. Ensure that it is good for social media. Okay, let's see what it comes up with. And this is just running through standard GPT 4.0. Tired of your furry co-stars in the spotlight under your streams? Our cat training collar is here to save the day. Designed to gently encourage better behavior, it helps your cat stay off your lap while you're live. Perfect for streamers who love their cats but need to stay focused. This collar is safe, effective, and perfect for uninterrupted content creation. Cat training collar, streaming life, feline friendly. Now, if we go back to our cat whisperer GPT, by the way, we can actually get rid of this. I run a cat training collar company, yada, yada, yada. We can, if we wanted to, I believe we could just get rid of that. And since it already knows that from our background, we should be able to just put in this piece. And let's see what we get. Yep. Say goodbye to chaos and hello to harmony with our gentle behavioral training collar for cats. Designed to guide your feline friend away from unwanted behaviors like jumping on desks or clawing furniture, this collar is safe, humane, and surprisingly effective. It's like having a gentle nudge that reminds your cat what not to do, all while keeping their comfort in mind. Whether you're streaming, working, or just relaxing, this collar helps create a peaceful environment for both of you. Happy cat, happy life. Cat lovers, gentle training, happy home. Versus cat training collar, streaming life, feline friendly. And once again, you do see that there's a difference in the tone. And that tone can be refined more and more. You can go back to your GPT and you can continue to edit it. So go back to my GPTs, come back to our cat whisperer, and from there it is, edit GPT. We can go back in and we can tweak it even more. And even if it doesn't work the way you want it to at all times, what we can do is we can build in more and more and more through time into the instructions. We can also upload product files, pictures, images, and abouts here. And what we can do is we can build this out to the point where you don't even have to put in much of a prompt to get a result you want. So, in fact, just without even changing it anymore from here, let's just go back to this. And we're going to start with a brand new chat in it. So it doesn't use the history of our conversation. And we're just going to say, create a X post. Is your cat the star of the show during your video calls, but not always in the best way? Our gentle training collars are here to help guide your feline friend away from behaviors that can steal the spotlight or your productivity. Designed with the comfort and happiness in mind, it's a win-win for you and your curious kitty. Let's keep the love flowing and the interruptions to a minimum. Check it out today. And then it's asking if you want to adjust the tone, length, or focus. Let's say, make it shorter. Go with classic Twitter, 140 characters. Oops, not that I can spell, but hey. And so this is another advantage to building a custom GPT. Here we go. Tired of your cat stealing the show on video calls, or gentle training collars guide them gently away from mischief. Hashtag happy cats. Once again, I just said create an X post. Make it shorter, go with classic. Write a 2-page white paper on the science behind the product. Now, here's the beauty of this. Once again, if you build out the GPT even more to where you have the background information, you have the product details, et cetera, built in, it will use all of that information in doing this. But once again, I can now do because I've built out the GPT already. Thank you. Don't need that right now. Because I've already built that out, all I have to do is type in write a 2-page white paper. I don't have to give a full prompt. And here we go. Cat training science. Science behind gentle training collars for cats, understanding feline behavior, how gentle training collars work, mild sensory stimulation, associative learning, humane non-intuitive design, role of positive reinforcement, evidence, benefits, yada, 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 conclusions, etc. And here we go. Let me know if there's anything like to refine or expand. And so once again, once you've done that, you can now say, make 3 social posts to promote this paper. There we go. I didn't close that down. Just bring it back to here. It actually, and so why it popped up separately is it actually wrote that as a separate paper that is then downloadable. Everything else, it's not just a response, if you will. And so now we have social posts directly related to it. So once again, the compound sentences with the double hyphens, I don't understand why ChatGPT is having such issues with that. But at the same time, just wanted to show the power of using ChatGPT instead of just using the base ChatGPT prompting, building out a custom GPT for whatever topic it is you're using gives you the ability to get better responses, continually refine and tweak it as you go back in. You can tell it, don't say this, don't use that, talk more about this, talk more about that. You can upload product information, you can upload images, whatever it might be. And you can build out a custom GPT that will sound more human, will be easier to use because you don't need to go into a full prompt every single time you try to use it. and it can really help with your workflow when you are using AI to develop content. And so while the predictions all were that people aren't going to use it for content, I think as more and more people learn how to use ChatGPT and other AI programs better, and they get better at the prompting, they get better at building the backend systems. And by the way, what you're doing on the backend system, there's very similar to what it's like developing your own AI, say through AWS. The difference here is it's all through a simple GUI of Q&A. Um, Whereas in AWS, you do it through coding in usually in Python. Uh, it gives you results that can be used, that can look human. And I think we're going to get to the point this year. My prediction is that 90% of all copy is going to end up AI written, not the other way around. I just think we're going to get better at it using the AIs to do it. And I think it's going to get to the point where you're not going to be able to tell AI copy from human copy because the prompting is going to be so good that and the AIs are going to keep learning. They're going to learn what AIs look like. So, for example, I could take more of those examples of the double hyphens. I could load those in, tell them not to this, and that. That's all going to happen naturally through time in the training of these things. AIs are going to learn how to not talk like AIs. And my prediction is they are going to become completely indistinguishable from human created content. So that's what I got for you today. Once again, please drop any questions, comments, concerns in the chat. Be happy to answer, follow up with you. Have a wonderful evening. God bless, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Take care.